What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video, we hit rank 10 in Go Battle League of Season 4. Yeah, everyone, we hit rank 10, and as you guys can see on the far side, I used the same team that I hit rank 10 in Season 3 to push me that last 100 rating. After the Halloween Cup ended, I was basically at 2,900, and I needed to get 100 more ratings, so I brought a team that I was very comfortable with. I knew the ins and outs of this team, what it can handle, especially when you lose a lead. So I'm bringing Skarmory, Shadow Machamp, and Azumarill. Azumarill on the safe swap as well without Ice Beam, and for good reason, because we're going to see it today. Ice Beam helps protect you against those grass-type Pokemon that will likely swap in. So they're going to assume you have Ice Beam, right? Which is why we have Play Rough, because we will get a shield anyways. But if they don't have a grass, that Play Rough really helps out in the mirror match and neutral matches against Pokemon like Sableye or Scrafty, for example. The Play Rough really helps out. So we're going to take a look at a few of the battles that I had along the journey. Obviously, I can't show you guys all the battles. I think there was like 30 battles in total to climb that 100 rating, but they were really awesome. So GG's to all my opponents who faced off against me. I wish you all the best of luck who are still climbing to rank 10. Now, before we get into the battles, I just want to remind you guys that today is Go Battle Night, meaning that in your local time, 6 p.m. to midnight, you guys can basically do 100 battles. So pretty much as many battles as you want. I don't think I'll be able to do all 100, but we have the Flying Cup that will be a part of it, and we also have confirmation that all other leagues that are normally there right now will also be a part of it. So you guys could do 100 battles in the Ultra League. You could do 100 battles in the Master League Premier Cup, whatever you guys want to do. So what I want to let you guys know is I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch. So if you're watching this video a couple hours after it's come out, I might be live on Twitch. We're going to be doing Flying Cup. We're going to do some Great League because I've been building some spicy teams for Great League as well. So be sure to go check that out. There's a link down in the description of this video. You guys can head over to Twitch and just type in ZyoniK and you guys should be able to see me there. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and check out these battles. Alright, moving into the first battle here. The most common question that I got when running this team is, what do you do against Galvantula? Well, I never faced it, but I faced an Emolga right here. And this is, I'm telling you guys right now, if you face an Electric on the lead, it is a team effort to take this thing down. So right here, Charge Move now coming through. It's either going to be Discharge or Thunderbolt. We know that. I can't shield, right? I have to save my shields. It's going to hurt, but I have to save my shields for Machamp. So what I'm going to do is store some energy, get ahead on energy with Machamp. Now, Emolga does have access to Aerial Ace as well, which is going to be doing super effective damage. But this Emolga is now deciding to stay in, which is great for me because I can just go for Cross Chops right here. Shield Baiting Opportunity, Rock Slide does super effective damage, and we can just, if I can keep Machamp against this Emolga, I have a very good opportunity to potentially win endgame. Now, they're deciding to stay in, so we're going to go ahead and shield this as well. It's going to be another Aerial Ace that comes through. You guys will be seeing Emolga in the Flying Cup, but they do swap out now into a Marshtomp, actually, a Shadow Marshtomp at that, so really spicy pick. But what's great here is because they decided to swap out, Machamp does so much damage in neutral matchups. As you guys are seeing, I'm able to get to another Cross Chop in time. Shadow Machamp has been just amazing. It's an absolute monster when it comes to destroying Pokemon. Now I'm going to swap back into my Skarmory and go for the Sky Attack right here. Again, we use 2 shields on Machamp. We're going to keep it alive, go for the Sky Attack. We get the shield right there as well, so hopefully I can get to another Sky Attack before they decide to throw energy. So now Charge Move coming through, that's going to take us out right here, so Skarmory's going to go down. So we still have Azumarill, but they actually decided to undercharge, which is bad for me because now they have more energy. So I still need my Machamp, so Azumarill is now going to have to take a hit with these electric type damage, which is great because it's actually really bulky. It will be taking super effective damage, but I think I can finish it off with Bubble before they get to 2 discharges. So here comes the first discharge, and we don't take too much damage. We actually still have 50% health, which is nice, and there's a Vigoroth in the back. So my switch clock is coming back up. So as you guys see, it's up. I'm going to go for Hydro Pump right here, and what I need to do is try to catch my opponent off guard and sneak in basically a couple counters. So I'm going to just pretend like I don't know what's going on, and then I'm just going to swap right here and just try to get a quick counter off. And I did. I got it very, very low right there. This Body Slam now coming through will take me out. But what's great is Azumarill is so bulky, we're going to be able to survive this next Body Slam. It's going to be very close, and you guys saw I got a bubble in right there as well. So the bubble is going to go through, we're going to be able to survive, and that is going to be a good battle. So really tough battle there against my opponent. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. So yeah, when it comes to teams, everyone in the Great League, you guys got to understand every team will have a weakness. But that weakness, what you want to do is make sure it's not too common. And Galvantula has not been too common. Maybe it will be now, I don't know. But we have Obstagoon on the lead. This is somewhat of a neutral matchup for us. So what I want to do is build up to that Brave Bird. And they decide to swap actually to Azumarill. So what's great about this matchup is Brave Bird from a Skarmory does so much damage. About 60% of Azumarill's health, or not 60%, sorry, 50% of Azumarill's health right there, as you see. Now what I'm going to try to do is catch the charge move on my own Azumarill right here, which is fantastic. It's going to be resisted because it's most likely an Ice Beam. We'll have to see. Yeah, it was an Ice Beam. So we're able to catch that. That is huge right there. We save energy on our Skarmory. We soaked the Ice Beam, which was resisted on our Azumarill. Now we can go for Play Rough right here. It does neutral damage in the matchup. And again, this is why I have Play Rough. I also have Hydro Pump as well to help out against tanks if my Machamp goes down early. But we don't need to shield right here. We have Machamp for Obstagoon. We have loaded energy on Skarmory. And we're taking out what most likely will be the toughest Pokemon for a Machamp to take out on their team, which is perfectly fine. So we're going to go for another Play Rough right here. If they decide not to shield, it is going to KO, but let's see. Play Rough goes through. They decided to shield. Okay, fine. We got 2 shields from them. We have a bit of lag right there, but that's okay. Going to go ahead and let this go through. Machamp with 2 shields can absolutely destroy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try to get to the Play Rough if we can. I don't think they can commit to the farm down. I'm going to be able to get to the Play Rough in time, but they throw the Ice Beam, which is fine. This is great. Azumarill has no energy. We can come in with Machamp and hard farm, and whatever they have in the back, the third Pokemon, we most likely can hit with at least neutral damage because of Rock Slide, right? So we're going to come in. They swap to Alolan Marowak. Beautiful. Machamp has Rock Slide, does super effective damage, which is just fantastic. So Rock Slide right here. I'm going to be doing a lot of damage. Not enough to KO though. Alolan Marowak is still pretty bulky. And what we need to do is actually swap to Skarmory. We swap to Skarmory on the charge move right here. Reason being, Obstagoon has loaded energy, and what we're going to do is just commit to the farm down right here, and now we're going to throw a Brave Bird if it's the Obstagoon that comes in, which it is. So Azumarill's still left in the back, but this Brave Bird does so much damage. This is why Skarmory is so deadly. Massive damage right there, as you guys can see. Machamp, obviously, one-tap this Obstagoon because it is a dark normal typing. All we have to do is double shield right here. Don't want to get hit with the cross chop, anything. Just double shield and we're safe. We're able to get in a counter right there. And then we're going to go ahead and shield this next charge move. Azumarill is still there, but it has no energy, right? It just used its Ice Beam, so then we're going to be able to counter down, and that is going to be a good battle. All right, moving into the next battle here. Let's see how this one goes. We have Skarmory on the lead versus Hypno. This is definitely something dangerous, right? Hypno can destroy my Machamp. Thunder Punch can destroy my Azumarill and Skarmory. So again, it's going to be a team effort right here. We're going to go ahead and go for Sky Attack. Because this is a Shadow Hypno, it's going to take quite a bit more damage than normal Hypno would. So Sky Attacks will definitely be chunking. And that's all I really want to do in this matchup is just chunk. I don't want to give up a shield just yet. They have to show that they have Thunder Punch, which they do, which I'm completely fine with. And we're going to try to commit to the farm down, but they decide to swap out into a Munchlax. And this is where Machamp can come in and go to town right here. Now Munchlax gets to Body Slam relatively quickly, so I'm gonna have to shield the Body Slam, but I cannot commit to the farm down because they're gonna be able to get to the next charge move. So what I need to do is overload on energy, and now I'm gonna go for the cross chop. I probably could have gotten one more counter in, but Hypno I don't think can completely farm me down because it is very, very low, and I'm going to be able to get to a cross chop in time. So yeah, Hypno's going to come in. We're going to go for this cross chop. This is definitely going to be threatening the health and shields here of this Hypno, which is great because it's so low. So we do get a shield, and we might be able to take it out, but they decide to throw energy, which is fine with me. Now this is where this is the reason why I have Azumarill with Hydro Pump, is because if my Machamp goes down early right there, we get a head on energy, but they actually have a Scrafty in the back. But as you guys saw, I used my Machamp against Munchlax, so if they had something like a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, that is why I have the Hydro Pump, because Machamp is now out of the match. I need something to take out those tanks. They decide to let it go through, and that is going to be a good battle. Alright, moving into the next one. Okay, let's see how this battle goes. We have Skarmory on the lead versus Toxicroak. Really positive matchups. We've seen a lot of losing leads or neutral leads, but this is one of those ones where it's extremely positive. Now, we're going to go for the Sky Attack because we're going to be able to get to it before they get to that Icy Wind, and then we're going to look to swap to the Azumarill right here. We want to chunk some health on the Drifblim and then swap to the Azumarill. So bubbles are going to do quite a bit of damage, and I don't think they can actually double Shadow Ball me before we take them out, or at least before we get to a Play Rough right here. So Shadow Ball does come through, which is fine, and then I'm actually going to look to commit to the, or not commit to the farm down, sorry, throw the Play Rough right here to force them to shield, or just let it go down and I maintain that switch advantage. They decide to shield, which is fine by me, because what I'll do is I'll shield myself right here. I don't want a Shadow Ball to take me out, obviously, and I can commit to this farm down even if that was an Icy Wind. We can now commit to the farm down, and we have Play Rough for that Toxicroak, which is going to be doing neutral damage. So the Play Rough now coming through, it's definitely going to be threatening the shields right here. If they let it go, that's fine. They're going to be extremely low, and they decide to shield. So we got both shields out of the way, which is great. They can't farm me down as well because of our fairy typing, so they have to throw energy right here. This is likely going to be a Mud Bomb, but I'm not going to shield. We're going to go ahead and let it go through. We can realign Skarmory back to this Toxicroak. So we're going to start getting ahead on energy. Here comes the swap, and it's going to be a Galarian Stunfisk, and that's going to be a good game right there. There's nothing my opponent can do. So very well played. All right, moving into the next one. That's what happens. I don't show them too often, but that's what happens when you like win lead hard with that Skarmory. It's very destructive. So let's see how these other battles go. We have Skarmory on the lead versus Azumarill. Again, a neutral matchup. Same thing I like to do is build up to that Brave Bird, go to Sky Attack, swap on Azumarill to soak the charge move. It works out quite often, but not every time. So we're going to build up to that Brave Bird, but this time I actually decide to go for the Brave Bird instead. I change it up how I do it, but let's hopefully be able to swap out. So we throw the Brave Bird, and now I'm going to swap out, and we catch the charge move again, which is beautiful right here. This is likely going to be a Hydro Pump, potentially. Yeah, it is a Hydro Pump, which we catch. Perfect. We've already taken Azumarill down extremely low, and here comes an Abomasnow. So Abomasnow is definitely a meta threat against my whole team when it has loaded energy. If it can land those Weather Balls or the Energy Ball against Azumarill, it's going to do quite a bit. So what I need to do is get a shield away, or at least get it low. So we're going to throw the Play Rough right here. It's going to do neutral damage in the matchup, and I'm hoping to get a shield, but they let it go through, which is, I guess, is fine. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get to another one before they decide to throw, but they're counting my charge moves perfectly, so I believe I let this one now go through. We're going to go ahead and let it go. Yep, it's going to be the Energy Ball. Now we're going to bring back in that Skarmory and look to commit to the farm down, I believe. That's what I did. Yeah, we bring the Skarmory back in. We're going to commit to the farm down, which is great. The Azumarill's low, so we're going to be able to get to another Sky Attack. They just threw the Hydro Pump, so we should get a shield right here from my opponent. And hopefully whatever they have in the back, our Machamp can handle. So let's see, we do get a shield. That's fine. Charge move now coming through. I think this was a bit quick for a Hydro Pump, so I'm going to let it go. I think it's just an Ice Beam. No, it was another Hydro Pump. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Machamp. Now we're up against a Sableye. This is so dangerous because in order to win this matchup, I have to go for Cross Chop first, Rock Slide second. Basically, I have to be able to land the Rock Slide. So we're going to go for the Cross Chop right here. This is going to do resisted damage, but hopefully we get a shield. That's the point of this Cross Chop, is to get the shield. We get it. Beautiful. Now all we have to do is get to that Rock Slide, and we get to it in time. This does neutral damage in the matchup. It's going to be enough to take out the Sableye. And Azumarill just did a Hydro Pump, so it's extremely low. So we're going to be able to get to the Cross Chop before it can get to an Ice Beam, and that is going to be a good battle. So a real close one again. That just goes to show how great Machamp is as a closer in some neutral matchups. All right, moving into the next battle. Oh man, I love this team. 2 seasons in a row, this team got me basically from 2,900 to 3,000 rating, and I love it. It's such a strong team. We have Skarmory on the lead versus Azumarill. Again, same thing. You guys are gonna see this. I literally saw Azumarill like 8 times out of 10. That's all I saw. So again, we're going to build up to Brave Bird. We'll see what I decided to do on this one. I decided to go for the Sky Attack on this one. I was feeling like they wanted to shield, I guess. Either decision is fine. You just have to bail into the Azumarill, but they catch me on the charge move, which is okay. We're going to go ahead and let it go. It's just an Ice Beam, so that's beautiful. We're going to build up some more energy, and then we're going to try to bail again on the next charge move, but no, they decided to hold it. and a Venusaur now comes in. This is what I was talking about earlier, where a grass-type Pokemon is going to come in. We're going to get to that play rough. Ice Beam does like 80% of Venusaur's health, so we'll most likely be getting a shield right here. So we do. That's beautiful. That means we can now come in with the Skarmory and basically farm down or throw the Sky Attack, which is, I think, what I did in this situation. So we're going to go ahead and let the Frenzy Plant go through. It takes us out. That's fine. We wanted shield advantage again to close with that Machamp. Because basically the Venusaur and the Azumarill are probably the hardest counters to the Machamp, so we're going to go ahead and just throw the Sky Attack right here. I just want to get this Venusaur out of there. I don't want it to land any more charge moves because I'm going to need that extra health on my Skarmory and potentially utilize a shield on it to take out that Azumarill. Alright. And we're going to see a Melmetal come in. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch right away because I have 2 shields now. So I can be really threatening this Azumarill right here with shield pressure to get that final one out of the way. The Ice Beam comes through. We're going to go ahead and shield it. And I did not want that Melmetal to get any energy, which is why I swapped into it. Another Ice Beam coming through. We're going to have to shield it. And we're going to have to play this very, very carefully. We got to build up enough energy to be able to threaten. So we're going to build up to basically 2 cross chops, a little bit more than 2. I think 1 more counter. So we're going to go for cross chop. If we get the shield, that's great. Okay, now I can go for another one right here. And oh man, it's so dangerous. I think it's at 4 bubbles right there. So this is definitely a very dangerous game. And now it's going to be a race. Machamp versus Melmetal. Charge move to charge move. They get it first. And I'm like, I think that's just a rock slide. Can Machamp survive? It can survive all right, and we're going to be able to get to the cross chop with 1 HP in a dream and take out this Melmetal right there. It's a really good battle to my opponent, but again, this just goes to show how deadly Machamp is endgame in neutral matchups with energy. Oh, it's so good. All right, moving into the next battle. You definitely need shields. You don't want to be at shield disadvantage with this team. This team needs shield advantage because of the ability to do neutral damage. Alright, Skarmory versus Ferrothorn. This is not a good matchup. My only decent counter to this is going to be the Machamp, and I can't save swap Azumarill, so I got to stay in this right here. And I really need to pressure shields. Again, shield advantage for this team is huge. So we build up to Brave Bird and now go for Sky Attack. It does neutral damage because of the Grass Steel typing here on the Ferrothorn, so we get a shield. That's solid. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let this one go through. I think this is going to be Thunder. It does super effective damage. Actually, no, I decided to shield that one. We're going to let the next one go through. So again, we went into even shields. We got to let this one go through. I cannot go into shield disadvantage like I was saying earlier. It's going to be another Thunder. We can survive it. That's fine. Build up to that Brave Bird, and now I'm going to go for the Brave Bird because I want to eliminate the shields or take out this Ferrothorn right here. So we go for the Brave Bird, we get the second shield, that's fine. So they're going to have to throw energy, but I decide to swap to Machamp, start getting ahead on energy, and in comes a Tropius with Air Slash as well, which is not good. But what's great is because they have no shields left, Rock Slide's going to be doing super effective damage to Tropius, and it does a lot. So now all I have to do is get to a cross chop in time. Hopefully I can get to it. They're trying to commit to the farm down. They got way too greedy. I'm going to be able to get to this cross chop, and that's going to be enough to take out the Tropius, even though it is resisted. And we'll likely see, we may see Ferrothorn come back in. No, it's going to be a Whiscash. Beautiful. Again, shield advantage right here because I can bring in the Azumarill into this Whiscash, and we are good to go. That Ferrothorn is still in the back. I got to be wary of that. And anticipate a swap by my opponent. We're not going to shield any Mud Bombs or Blizzards. No point in doing that. What we need to do is be able to swap to Skarmory if they swap. So I'm waiting for them to swap. There's the swap. I'm going to go ahead and go for Hydro Pump actually right here. Knowing that this is going to be enough to take it out. I don't need to swap to Skarmory. I was hoping not to have to throw it there, but that's okay because we still have a shield. Azumarill is an absolute tank. And actually, I don't need to shield this Mud Bomb as well. We're going to just try to see if we can get to this Hydro Pump before they can take us out, before having to shield. But I think I actually need to shield right here. Or do I let this one go through too? I let this one go through too. I'm really getting risky here. Can we get to the Hydro Pump in time? No, they got another Mud Bomb. Okay, now I'll shield this one. And that is going to be a good game. So again, this team is anchored on the ability to have shield advantage endgame because you have really nice neutral matchups. So like Whiscash to Azumarill. Azumarill has 1 shield, Whiscash has 0. It's a good game. All right, moving into the next battle. We have, I believe this might be the final one. Let's see here. Skarmory on the lead versus Alolan Marowak. Yeah, this is the last one. Really bad matchup. We're going to swap right away into the Azumarill, start getting ahead on energy, and they decide to stay in. Really interesting choice right here. I'm guessing this is probably going to be a Shadow Ball or Shadow Bone. I'm not going to shield at all. There's no reason to. and it's just a bone club. So I am very, 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 very far ahead right now. I can keep distance of Skarmory away from the Alolan Marowak because that Fire Spin is going to be doing super effective damage, and I'm well ahead on energy in this mirror matchup right here, which is again why I have Play Rough, because you'll see a lot of Azumarill mirror matches in the mid game. So we're going to go ahead and keep going for these Play Roughs right here, really start chunking the health of the Azumarill, and again, we don't want to give up shield advantage. That's the goal of this team. We want to get a shield from our opponent, so hopefully I can get one here, because I think they're going to get to a Play Rough before me. We'll have to see. Yeah, they get to a Play Rough one move before me, and I think I'm going to go ahead and let this one go through because I can survive. And I think I can get to the next Play Rough. No, I actually go down. Very, very close right there. But I can actually bring in Skarmory here and commit to the farm down. That one was really close. I could have potentially shielded right there, but that's okay. Alright, charge move now coming through. Again, I don't think I'm going to shield right here. I hope I didn't. Yeah, I didn't shield. It's just a Play Rough. It wasn't enough for Hydro Pump. We're going to be able to finish off with fast moves, and now we can threaten that Alolan Marowak. They just used quite a bit of their energy, and we can hit for neutral here with Brave Bird and Sky Attack. So we're going to go ahead and go for Sky Attack, and it's already chunked to basically a 60% health because of bubbles. So we're going to go for the Sky Attack right here. We get a shield, which is great. We're going to go for another one right here. Again, pressuring them to shield, but I also need to know that I cannot let them farm me down. So I have to swap right here. So we're going to go ahead and swap. We have loaded energy, and they bring in the Sableye. So now we need to overload on energy. We're going to go for the Rock Slide right here. Again, it does neutral damage in the matchup. And hopefully we can take out that the Alolan Marowak in the back. So we're going to be able to commit to the farm down. We have to throw a shield right here. Obviously, Machamp is our one hope and prayer. But hopefully this Alolan Marowak does not have two Bone Clubs ready to go. We're very close to a Rock Slide right here. So they are throwing their charge move. Likely going to be Bone Club, but it doesn't matter. I have to shield. And I'm one counter away from a Rock Slide right here. So hopefully I can get to it. I do get to it in time. The Alolan Marowak is unshielded, which again, Machamp, one shield advantage in the end game, closes it out. Very, very, very clutch. So, and that was our final battle there to hit rank 10 this morning, which was really awesome because it was a 5-0 as well this morning. And that's how you want to go out. That's how you want to hit rank 10, get that 5-0. So we're going to go ahead, I believe I take a screenshot as well, and then, so that was 755 battles as well. I believe it's a 56% win rate. We're going to go ahead and put down a star piece. It's my 7-day catch streak as well, plus the Stardust from all of this is going to be quite a bit. So we get 3.7 thousand right there. From the reward, we're going to catch the Zigzagoon. I'm going to go for the Golden Raz Pokeball. I don't care. Missed the first throw. That's okay. I'm just way too excited right here. Because I believe I was at 2972 rating, so I know a 5-0 is definitely going to push me over. So we get the Zigzagoon right there, 7-day streak as well, which is quite a bit of dust. And then we are going to claim the reward right here, and here it comes, rank 10 in Season 4 of Go Battle League right there. It was, oh, that's such a good feeling. All right. We also got the poses as well, so obviously we got to put that on real quick. So I'm going to head over to the store, or the shop, or the style shop, I should say, and go to the poses right here, and we are going to be able to get that pose right there. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't think it's my favorite pose that I've seen yet for rank 10s, but it's definitely super cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you for everyone for cheering me on this season and supporting the channel. I have so much fun in Go Battle League and Pokemon Go PvP, and I wish you guys all the best as well as Season 4 is kind of coming to a wrap. So yeah, tonight is going to be Go Battle Night, so be sure to stop by the Twitch live stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to try so much stuff and see if we can actually climb a bit more. We'll see how it goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.